Hey guys, Alex here with the Huawei Ascend Mate 2 4G. This is the second model of their phone, and size-wise, it's pretty similar to the last one. It does have a 6.1-inch IPS display with Corningware Gorilla Glass. It is a huge phone. It definitely is what the market would call a phablet phone, but it still feels great, to be 100% honest. Obviously, I can't tell you exactly how it would feel in pocket, but other than that, hand-wise, it is a bit big. I'm not going to be able to hit the applications at the top. I will have to crawl. And like one of the phones that we were looking at earlier, it doesn't have the bring down the top icons thing that was pretty cool. But it does still feel pretty good. It's going to be a two-handed phone for the most part, but the lock button is only halfway up the device, so that with one hand you can still lock it. And then right above that is the volume rocker. And there isn't anything at the top except the mic and 3.5mm jack. And then if we look at the back, we have their camera, which I believe is a 13-megapixel rear-facing camera. And then on the front, one of the coolest things that they announced at their press release was the front camera is actually a 5-megapixel camera. The sort of centralized idea of their press conference happened to be selfies. One of the software availabilities, if I could find the camera real quick, one of the software availabilities is portrait selfies. So you turn it around. Oh, that's actually fantastic. 5-megapixel camera, although I look terrible in it, so I'm going to turn it around. Okay, and this camera does look fantastic. We are shooting with a DSLR, but I would not mind shooting with this. I've seen a lot of people and press doing things with smartphones, and it seems sort of laughable when you see a lot of people with big, huge cameras and news studios with cameras, and then people with smartphones. But honestly, this camera, I think, would do a pretty good job. Another cool thing that they announced, this is the micro USB at the bottom that not only charges the phone, but can charge other phones. It does have two-way charging, so this 4,050 milliamp hour battery can actually charge another phone. So one of the fun things that they did at the press conference was they actually asked an audience member to come up and they charged their phone for them for a bit, which is really cool, and it just attests to the battery life, which they're definitely saying can last you up to 2 whole days from average use. I know that myself, other people who are very heavy in the tech world and always constantly using their phones, it may not last the 2 days, but it will definitely not die at around 4 or 5 p.m. like most of the other phones do. We will be taking a couple pictures of the cases that they have. They do have a case quite like the Galaxy S4 with a little window in it. Instead of on the top, it's on the side right here. It's a pretty cool case, and I'll definitely go take pictures of it and look at that before we finish up writing the article. But it's a great phone. It's definitely really, really fast and really responsive. We'll have the specs up and everything below it, but that's about all I got. Thank you. And that's been Alex with the Huawei Ascend Mate 2 4G.